Hello, and welcome to episode number 61 of the LSR Podcast. My name is Matt Brown, joined each and every week by the brightest minds in all of the gaming industry. With me this week, Adam Candee, Dustin Gouker. We're going to run down a bunch of things, but you might have been finding us right now on YouTube. First and foremost, sorry we're not better looking. Sorry about that. However, if you are finding us here on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we will be putting the podcast over on video form moving forward. And if you'd like to consume this over there, go ahead and find us over there on YouTube and give us the subscribe button because we will, we're going to maybe even add in some production value, some different things like that. So we're going to crank this up, no doubt. We're over on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on Stitcher, we're on all the places that you're finding all of your podcasts as well if you want audio only. All right, Adam, let's kick things off here with you explaining what's going on, how things have been. I mean, you've got the hat on. You didn't want to go with the Garrett Cole hair. That's everything. I mean, you have not gotten a haircut since February. Is this correct?
I have had zero haircuts since February. And Matt, I actually think that to your earlier point of sorry we're not better looking, I'm not sure this luscious salad could be looking any better than it is under the hat. The problem is the top had more of a Quinn Snyder thing going on that I don't think everyone was ready for quite yet. Check back next week, though. You never know.
Listen, that is perfectly fine, and I'm glad that you were kind enough to take our viewers into account there. Now, Dustin, you've got the 57 degrees behind you. I mean, I don't even know how you had time to go to that much school. I mean, like, what's going on with this background?
My wife has all the degrees. She's much smarter than I am, so she got the degrees. I have only given myself a haircut, so we'll see if that happens again. So I don't look quite as nice as your trim sides, but we'll get there.
Well, I will tell you guys that I did, in fact, get a professional haircut last Friday. So that's what's going on over here with me. So we'll, look, it is what it is, right? I mean, I went in there. It had been since February for me as well. But Dustin, kick things off here for us, right? Let's talk about Kenny from over at GVC, shall we?
Yeah. So last week we were talking about how the CEO of GVC, Kenny Alexander, was dropping bombs about what they're doing with BetMGM in terms of trying to dominate the U.S. market. They want to overtake DraftKings. After he dropped all those knowledge bombs on us, this has been kind of rumored for a while, but he is leaving CEO of GVC to spend some more time with his family. He's been with that company for 13 years, maybe not a household name here in the U.S., but has this joint venture with BetMGM, and then as a combined unit, they have these pretty lofty goals for what they're doing in the U.S. So this will now happen without the person who's been at the helm for 13 years. The person who's coming in has been the CEO for the company, seems to be ready to take over the reins. So we'll see what this means in terms of BetMGM and what their market position will be moving forward. But like we've said in the past, they have some pretty big designs in challenging DraftKings and FanDuel in the long term, and we'll see if that happens with a new person in charge.
Now, Adam, we talked a lot about kind of everything that was going on with that story last week. Again, we might have some new people joining us here. Give us just the in a nutshell here, some of the stuff that was said and some of the things that our reactions to what we're talking about here with Kenny and GVC.
Yeah, the Kenny Alexander story is interesting on its own because of his position as the head of GVC. But when you take into account last week's call announcing the new funding for Roar Digital, man, oh man, does this look like the sort of thing we all wish we could do on our way out the door, right? Like we all wish we could leave on a note where we say, hey, you know what we think this company should do? We should just go ahead and knock off DraftKings as the market leader. And you know what? Mic drop, I'm out. And so Kenny Alexander left some big goals for Adam Greenblatt and Roar Digital in the joint venture that they have with MGM. Of course, they announced $250 million in new funding to help them keep up with DraftKings and with Flutter for the upcoming marketing push for NFL season 2020 and beyond.